today. I know that you have had like an action-packed year this year, and you leave a really busy life with lots of things happening. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself and for anyone who doesn't know who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so I'm a bit all over the shop. So I'm working both in like TV in front of the camera and behind the camera. As you know, like my passion really lies behind the camera in like producing and, you know, bringing stories to life. That's why I was like so glad to connect with you with this program, because like I think it's just beautiful like what you're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm all about. You know, film and TV and just being, you know, a super happy and positive person.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like everyone, we all experience moments in our life where aren't so great, and it can be really hard to sort of pull ourselves out of that in particular moments. So what's, you know, leaving a busy life that you do, what are some things that you do that actually connect you to who you are and give you a bit of space and a bit of time and to just be free, I guess? Yeah, have a bit of freedom in your day-to-day life.
It's funny that you asked that, because during like COVID and, you know, the pandemic and all of that, I was over in LA and I reached out to a friend of mine. I think she does like Reiki and like astrological healings and stuff. And I just asked her, I was just like, hey, you know what? I'm feeling a bit discontented, a bit, my body and my mind just feel like they're in two different places. And I asked her and I was like, how can I bring, you know, my soul and my happiness all back together? And she told me this wonderful story about how if you take yourself back to when you were a child and find the things that really made you happy when you were a kid. And so I was jotting it down and all of that, like taking on all of her advice, and I was like, okay, what was something that I did when I was a kid? And I was like, wait a minute, I remember for Christmas I was always asking for like rollerblades. I loved rollerblading. I was that kid always, you know, going around with rollerblades or you know, filming with a camera. So I was like, what can I do to, you know, bring back that happiness within me? And, you know, just do something that was like really you know, bringing out the best with my own well-being. And I was roller skating, so...
It's fantastic. I don't know if I'd be brave enough, but I tell you what, I am prepared for anything. I think these days I just want to experience life in lots of different ways and maybe challenge myself, but rollerblading... That's awesome.
It is.
So where do you go?
Oh, I love going down along the beach. That's my favourite. So going along like beach roads in Kilda. It's just so much fun. And like the best part is literally anyone can rollerblade. Anyone can roller skate. I always wear a helmet. I always wear, you know, the elbow pads, knee pads, the wrist guards. Because I'm like, it doesn't matter what you look like, as long as you're having fun and you're getting out there and you're doing something and you're making yourself happy. That's all that matters.
Oh, I love that. So when you first went out there, you know, when you came back home and decided, right, I'm going to get out there, where did you even start? Like, where do you even start to sort of, you know, buy your skates or your blades and all the gear and
I think over the last 2 years since I've got back into it, I think I've gone through about 3 pairs of rollerblades. So you just start off with you know, a basic pair. I think I got mine secondhand actually. And then you progressively make your way up and you look into the brands that suit what you want to do, because like you can go skating in a bowl. Like you can go skating,
like at a skate park or something. Okay.
Or you can go skating at the park, or you can just go like inline skating, which is like just, you know, what I do along the beach. It just depends if you want to do like tricks or if you just want to do it for exercise. So once you've worked that out, then you can invest in a solid pair of rollerblades, which is what I did.
So I like what you said actually about just starting from ground up. You don't have to spend very much money. You can just grab a pair of secondhand and just see how you go to start with. Like it'll either fit with you or it won't fit with you, but it's a really good different option to get out there and be outdoors, adventurous and get exercise and just, I guess that mindful time. It's the best part. Just pop on the rollerblades, get out there, go to your favourite trail. And it's so easy to do. Just get you out of that mind space. So you're transitioning from your 20s to your 30s. How do you feel about that?
When I think about it, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but I think the main thing that I keep telling myself is that you've just got to live every single day to the fullest. Like, you've just got to embrace it as it happens. you don't have any control over what's going to happen in the future. So you've just got to live it up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to nightclubs like every weekend because I'm just like, when I'm 40, am I still going to be able to do this? Like, is it going to be acceptable? Like, so yeah, I'm just literally, especially like with, you know, how we've had lockdowns and stuff, I'm just like, okay, live life to the fullest, do everything you can, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's pretty much my mindset on it.
Yeah, and I mean, you seem very much a bubbly, you know, fun, full of life and fun person, but when you have when you have moments that life isn't always like that, how do you sort of transition yourself from that?
I think I just take that time to regather my thoughts. So for me, it would be going and doing an activity, so rollerblading, or I go and see a friend and, you know, just get a coffee, go for a walk, do something that just sort of centers me. I do like being around a lot of people, so I have had to like rethink how I, you know, become mindful again. But, you know, that's a really good thing to learn in life, is that we grow as we get older, and so to be able to do that at different stages of our lives and work out that we can, you know, have that peace no matter what life is throwing at us. It's really good to adapt.
And I guess that's also about just sort of trying to focus your energy and your time on things that you do have some sense of control over. Like, there's so many things that happen in our lives that we can't control, and they're really challenging and they're difficult, but we can sort of, you know, I guess it's about where we put our time and our energy into things as well. So, you know, it's not necessarily being that toxic positivity, but it's just about working out, okay, I'm feeling this way and this is how I'm going to choose to deal with it and what I'm going to do. So I think they're really, really important messages, aren't they, really, in life as we get older along our journey. And we're probably never too young or too old to learn something new. So you may even see me in some skates one day as well.
Yeah, awesome.
Will you take me?
I'll take you skating for sure.
All right, that's a deal.
Yeah, done deal. It's going to happen.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really, it's been so great to have you on board, and I can't wait to get on those skates.
Yeah, I can't wait to take you.
Yeah, thank you.